Hello folks, welcome to part 2 of this guide. If you haven't seen part 1, please watch that part fast. The link is available in the description and in the cards. In the first part, we looked at CPU, GPU, RAM, storage and display. Let's move forward in this guide of how to buy all basics covered laptop. First in this part is touchpad. This is important if you don't use a mouse. The touchpad needs to be big enough for comfortable use. Glass on the touchpad is good to have, but everyone does not provide it. Make sure it supports Windows Precision driver. It will enhance your touchpad experience quite a bit. Next is hinge. The good quality hinge would let you open a laptop with one hand and at the same time would not wobble around too much when you touch or adjust it. But it is hard to come by easily. Check it if you want this finesse in your hinge. Some touchscreen laptops have 360-degree hinges. That means you can use your laptop as a tablet as shown here. Do check this if you want this feature. Let's take a look at the build now. Most of the budget and mid-range laptop has a plastic build. The premium laptop does come with build material like aluminum, magnesium alloy, carbon fiber, etc. Honestly, plastic is just fine if construction is sturdy. Less flexing is good here, so check it. Now let's talk about weight and slimness. My suggestion is, if you are not traveling too much, don't waste your money on this specification. 20-something mm thickness and some 2 kg weight are just fine, which is normal in the current laptop market. You need to know about thermal performance as well. So basically, your laptop CPU produces lots of heat under load. To remove the heat, the fan is built into the laptop chassis. Due to bad internal chassis design, CPU may heat up quickly and dial back performance to cool down. At this time, fans will also operate at full speed to remove the heat, and it will make some noise. Some fans are louder than others, so do check this if it bothers you. Better chassis design can reduce this to some extent. Not too much of an issue though if you have a light workload. Next is battery. The battery is measured in watt-hour. Around 50 plus watt-hour is common nowadays, which will give you an average of 4 to 6 hours of battery life. How long your laptop will last on a full charge is tricky. It will differ from model to model and depending on your workload. Quoted running hour numbers are just indicating. Generally, bigger watt-hour is better. Another thing to look for is fast charge support. It will speed up battery degrading by a little bit, but come on, who doesn't want fast charging? Type-C charge support is important as well, but hard to come by. Why Type-C charge support, you may ask? Because you won't have to carry a laptop power brick with you when you are traveling. Type-C charger is common in Android phones, so you are already carrying a charger which can charge your laptop as well. Smart, right? Okay, so next is ports. These are the ports usually laptops should have. Type-C port, 1 or 2 depending on your use case. USB 3 port, total 2, 3 or 4 depending on your use case. 3.5 mm headphone jack depending on your use case. Kidding, it is necessary. HDMI or VGA port, Ethernet port. Forget the DVD drive, it is so old school now. Check memory card reader availability if you need it. Some vendors also provide Thunderbolt-enabled Type-C ports. Thunderbolt is a very high-speed port developed by Intel. So for now, you will find it only on the Intel CPU laptop. It is high speed in data and in charging both. It is a bonus if you get it, otherwise an expensive upgrade. Now comes the webcam and biometrics. Most webcams on the laptops are crap. Deal with it. Some provide physical shutters to hide cameras for privacy reasons. It is good to have. Make sure the webcam has Windows Hello support if you want face unlocking. And for biometric, some laptops come with a fingerprint sensor or iris scanner for easy unlocking. It is good to have, so include it in your list if you want it. Next is operating system. Not all laptops come installed with Windows 10. You can save some money if you already have Windows 10 license available with you, as a laptop without Windows 10 pre-installed is cheaper. Some will come installed with Linux version like Ubuntu, Mint Linux or something. There is a learning curve with Linux if you have not used it before, so you will eventually install Windows 10 on it. Another major OS is Mac OS, but only MacBook come pre-installed with Mac OS, so not much of a choice there. Next is keyboard. A backlit keyboard is important if you use your laptop in the dark or in the dim light quite often. Not easy to find in a basic and mid-range laptop.
If you type too much on a keyboard, you need to check keystroke fill, travel and clickiness, as some vendors do not have good keyboards.
Next comes the network. Wi-Fi 5 or AC is compulsory, and it is a bonus if your laptop supports Wi-Fi 6 standard. It should also have Bluetooth support, for those shiny new earbuds and headphones of yours. Next is speaker. Don't expect too much here and you will be fine. Some have good speakers, but most of them have okay ones. Do listen first and if this is important for you. Brand and its service center. These are the common terms you will have to look into every brand. Maybe you have a favorite brand, but if you don't have one, then go with a brand that has a proven track record of hardware reliability and build quality. It is important to have a service center in your city, so do check. So that's all the laptop basics you need to know. I know this is a lot, but pick only what you need. Take notes and do some research. A laptop is a long time and expensive purchase. You don't want to purchase something that has features that you absolutely never use. The same is true for useful feature missing. After this guide, you may say, "Damn Daniel." Okay, too much of an internet reference. But if you say, "Damn, this feature is what was missing earlier but I couldn't put a finger on it." If that is so, then pass on that happy feeling to me as well by like, share and subscribe. Happy shopping everyone. If you still have any query, ask me in the comment section. I am also active on Twitter. The link will be in the description. If you think I missed something important, hit me up in the comments or tweet me. That's been it folks. Thank you for watching. See you next time.